Backstretchers! You are on the Backstretch, presented by Gans Race Cars and Parts. Tune in for your local racetrack results and series results from the Mid-East Racing Association, the Blue Ridge Outlaws, and the Steel Block Bandits on Monday nights. It's showtime! Presented by Gans Race Cars and Parts. We are back. Finally, we're back. Hopefully, everybody can hear us all right. It's not going crazy. My end looks good, but the end over here looks froze. There's 3 people in here, so I can't tell. There we go. It is on. It is just very bad. But like I said, we are back. Finally. Camera's just been working. Looks a little tired.
I am. Very. There's rubber in places there shouldn't be rubber.
Well, you know, things like that happen. But we're going to thank our sponsors real quick. We got 2 weeks of stuff to go over. So just bear with us. On the Backstretch is presented to you by these great sponsors. Gans Race Cars and Parts. Go check out Philip and Cambridge Gann for all your race car parts and fabrication needs, located on K School Road in Medan, North Carolina. Go check out Gans Race Cars and Parts. NRS Race Scoring for all your transponder and scoring needs, the official score of the Mid-East Racing Association. Go check them out on Facebook at NRS Race Scoring. 2 Fast for You Embroidery. That is Tanja Gann, in-house at Gans Race Cars and Parts. Need them hats done, shirts, sweatshirts, monograms. Go check out Tanja Gann at 2 Fast for You Embroidery. She'll take care of all your embroidery needs. Located on K School Road in Gans Race Cars and Parts. Vinyl adds horsepower at Randy's Custom Lettering, located in Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Go check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl signage and decal needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Randy's Custom Lettering or give them a call at 336-591-9301. Special thanks to Travis Covey with TC Construction. The driver of the Goliath chassis, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 05 machine, along with the teammate and sponsor of the Gans Race Cars and Parts, Airport Drive-In, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 45, the Maverick Cambridge Gann. The dynamic duo make up the Maverick Goose team that will bring back the love and feeling in 2025. So go check them out at a racetrack near you running the 602, a modified division. The T-shirt guru of Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. If your race team, ball team, business is looking for apparel, go check out Travis Lawson at Stokes Apparel. You can find him on Facebook at Stokes Apparel or online at www.stokesapparel.com. Special thanks to Jason and Brittany Walls with the Mid-East Racing Association. Your home for your True Lion Federal Credit Union Mid-East Street Stocks. The Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour, your Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Mid-East 602 late models, and in its debut season, the Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust Mid-East 525 late models. For all your rules and schedules, go check out racemideast.com. Need trash hauled? Call Capital Waste. Their team is ready to help you determine the right product for your needs, offering roll-off dumpster rentals and also portable toilet rentals in 2 convenient locations, one at 1668 Park Drive in Mount Airy, North Carolina, the other at 730 Oak Ridge Farms Highway in Mooresville, North Carolina. Give them a call today at 336-568-8009 or check them out at capitalwastetrash.com.
Thanks to all our sponsors for sticking with us this season. Sorry, it's been a 2-week gap here. It's not Cambridge's fault this time. It's mine. I've been fighting kidney stones. But we're going to get started with not this week, but last weekend's results. Starting at Princeton. For the pro late models at Princeton, it was Henry Hornsby III picking up yet another victory. He's the only person that's won this year up there, I do believe, in a 64 late models. Stephen Atkins was second, Brandon Atkins third, Matthew Porter fourth, and Butch Blankenship. Round out your top five.
Your mini stock feature winner was I would say the number one. It was like the number one of Tyler Meadows. Going in the second position was Kevin Davidson. Third was Michael Bowling. Fourth went to Michael Christian. Fifth was Tim Black. Sixth went to Isa Umberger. And rounding out your 7-car field was Monty Capola.
Sounds good to me. Then we roll into your modified 602 modified feature. Adam Favors picking up the win, followed by Aaron Barley. Third going to Ronnie Covey. Harley Martin was fourth. Fifth going to Bryce Ryan. Mason Collin is sixth. Seventh goes to Richard Shope. Michael C. goes eighth. Ninth going to Dennis Kirk. And right out your top 10 was Sammy Mincham. And that was going to be hard to read it.
I'll be all right.
Can you read it?
Yeah, I can read it.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're doing. Your feature winner in the modified Mafia feature was the 66 of Cole Fowley. Second went to the 35 of David Strimmy. Third was the 5T of Ty Norder. Fourth went to the 35 of Michael Altobelli. Fifth was the 31G of Stephen Padula. Sixth went to the 90 of Ray Cable. Seventh was the 72 of Todd Nieheiser. Eighth went to the Hillbilly of T9 of Zach Tate. Ninth went to the 11R of Jesse Roop, and rounding out the top 10 was the 60 of Jim Manka.
Cambridge Gann finished 12th. In a 602.
A little 602.
What Travis finish? 18th.
18th.
I'm to Austin. And Troy.
Troy fell out when I passed him. And I think he had front end damage. They had a wreck like on the first, second lap. Austin got in the back of somebody and they piled up.
Gotcha. Outlaw Street feature. It was Harley Raines picking up the win. Jesse Raines was second. Third went to Jeff Crawford. Freddie Mooney finishing fourth. And fifth going to Rico Adams. And that field was Kenny McMillan. At least one Maverick made it to victory lane.
Maverick Barley was your feature winner in the mini wedge. Second went to Bowen Sawyers in the 211B. Third was the 07 of, I think it's Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey.
Aubrey Canterbury, I think. And then finishing fourth was the 15 of Cody Duncan.
And also they had the juice box winners from Princeton Speedway. This is 2 weeks ago. I forgot about Princeton having the juice boxes. It's nice that they put the picture up for the juice box.
What next?
So I'm looking at backwards. Finger backwards. I'm trying to look and see what I got. So this is Friday. Yeah, that's right. Then we'll roll into Carolina Speedway on August the 8th for the Shrine Race. Picking up your street stock main event. It's the Batman Billy Thompson picking up the win. Second going to 83 machine of Caleb McLaughlin. Randy Benfield in that 6 machine finishing third. Josh Langley in the 7 was fourth. Fifth going to the 17 of Landon Tetherow. Sixth going to the 1 of Brandon Blair. Earl Petty in the finishing 7th in the 5P machine. Eighth going to the 01 of Tyler Hyatt. Dale McKenzie in the 33 was 8th. And round out the 9-car field was the 14B of Matt Brooks.
Your Crown Vic feature winner after the DQ of James Baldwin went to the 0 of TJ Slack. Second, was the 23 of Michael Grant. Third went to the 32R of Shy Robinson. Fourth went to the number 8 of Jamie Major. Fifth was the 5R of Blake Railings. Sixth went to the triple X of Bundy Stowe. Seventh was the 1 of Chandler Speedy. Eighth was the 822 of Jimbo Bray. And ninth was the 30 of Dustin Tyler. And round out your 10 car, your 10th place finisher was the 5 of Cy Fester. I feel like leaving the floor.
No, Then we're going to roll into the Renegade Sportsman, and it was the 59 machine of Brandon White picking up the win. Cade Langley in the 11 machine was second. Hank the Tank Taylor in the 4 machine was third. Fourth, going to the 28 machine of Luke Edison. Nick Milstead in the 28N was fifth. Sixth, going to the 28T of Tim Edison. Andrew Baker in the 16B was seventh. The D1 of David Lucas was eighth. Ninth, going to the 00J of Jackson Thomason. And around that, your top 10 was John Klein in the 69 machine.
And your Carolina Clash Super Late Model feature winner was the 16 of Ben Watkins. Second going to the 57 of Adam Yarborough. Third going to the 15W of Ethan Wilson. Fourth was the 2 of Leighton Sullivan. Around out your top 5 was the 93 of Donovan Jackson. Sixth went to the 114 of Jordan Kohler. Seventh was the 06 of Christian Thomas. Eighth went to the 9P of Dalton Peavy. Ninth was the 11K of Evan Kohler. And round out your top 10 was the 57Z of Landon Zakharowski.
And then we roll out into the vintage main event, and it was the 27 machine of Chris Fincher picking up the win. Josh Stegall in the 12 machine was second. Third, going to the 818 machine of Jeffrey Woods. Fourth, going to the B11 of Bobby Nichols. Eric Rogers in the 7 machine was fifth. Sixth, going to the 20 of Jonathan Starkey. Monk Gulledge in the 1 machine was seventh. Eighth, going to Benji Knight in the 3 machine, and Barry Powell rounding out the 9-car field.
Was that the night that one of the vintage cars?
I think it was the night that Dennis Williams had the terrible flip on the front stretch.
Yeah.
I have not heard any updates about Dennis either.
Your Thunder Bomber feature winner went to the 12X of Benji Knight. Second going to the 14S of Jason Scruggs. Third was the 75 EC of James Carpenter. Fourth went to the 1 of Tyler Morgan. Fifth going to the 38 of Shane Vogden. Sixth going to the D15 of Chris Stowe. Seventh was the 27 of Ronald Pope. Eighth went to the 117 of Ronald Quinn. Ninth was the 32R of Brian Robertson. And round out your top 10 was the 822 of Bud Clary.
And that will be all the results from Carolina Speedway from the Shrine race. We're going to roll into, Lord have mercy, Timmy Landreth, the man, the myth, the legend.
That's right.
What are you doing, Timmy?
Same old, same old. What are you doing?
We live on the air. How you doing?
Live on there?
Yeah. You've been hiding. Where you been hiding?
I hide many places I can.
As many places as you can.
That's it. That's it. Let's give you away if you like.
Oh, you good.
Damn.
We're going to roll into Natural Bridge for the 2-day show they had with the Blue Ridge Outlaws, I do believe. Yep, Friday night, around 6:04 in Street Stockton had open practice. On Friday night, 6:04 late model winner was none other than the 00 machine of Tyler Bear picking up the win. Second going to the 7 machine of Justin Williams. Corey Allman in the 7A was third. Jeff Witt in the 88W was fourth. Fifth going to Samuel Bryant in the G6 machine. Sixth was Ryan Adams in the 12 machine. Sean Wetzel in the 27 was seventh. Eighth going to the 71 of Tyler Hoy. Ninth going to the 88 of Jay Stewart. And Walker Arthur in 87 machine. Right, that's your top 10.
And then your street stock feature winner went to the 22 of Ben Hamilton. Second going to the 5 of Lee Hearing. Third was the 55 of Kyle Bray. Fourth going to the 15 of Trafton Thompson. Fifth going to the 16 of Scott Cyrus. Sixth going to the 282 of Chris Cordell. Seventh was the 25 of Dylan Thompson. Eighth went to the 28 of Keith Hearing. Ninth was the 34C of Michael Simmons. And round out your 10-car field was the 23 of Howard Hall.
That rounded out your results for Friday night. We're going to roll into Saturday night's 5,000 win of Blue Ridge Outlaws, 602 late models, pure stock, stuck fours, and Little Rascals. Up first was the 602 late models, and it was none other than the Cowboy of Michael Ayers, an 8 machine, picking up the win. Jacob Lavelle in the 3 machine was second. Third going to the 22 machine of Samuel Hamilton. Bryce Vire in the 25V was fourth. Matt Duggins at 99 machine. Old Chop Saw getting him a top 5. Bryce Smith in the 4 machine was sixth. Tim Stallnacker in the 11 machine was seventh. Eighth goes to Devin Baher in the 21 machine. Ninth going to Stephen Harrison in the 10H. And rounding out your top 10 was the 36 of Darren Critchfield.
Your pure stock feature winner was the 38 of Aiden Mead. Second went to the 08 of Jacob McCormick. Third was the 3 of David Brogan. Fourth went to the 26 of Max Link. Fifth was the 17 of Braddock Pruitt. Sixth went to the 200 of Parker Flint. Seventh was the 18 of Braddock Wheeler. Eighth was the 77 of Jeremy Fox. And ninth was the 2K of Donald Kazee. And rounding out your top 10 was the 29 of James Newton.
And then for your stock fours, it was the 8 machine of Wesley Givens picking up the win. Gary Smith in 97 was third, and Scott Eulery in the 78 machine rounded out your top 3.
And then your Blue Ridge Outlaw feature winner went to the 2W of Justin Williams. Second going to the 00 of Tyler Bear. Third going to the 6D of Dylan Brown, or 6B, excuse me. The 6B of Dylan Brown. Fourth was the G6 of Samuel Bryant. Fifth going to the 26 of Jack Brown. Sixth was the 55 of Matt Long. Seventh went to the 90 of Larry Ramsey. Eighth was the 72 of Derek Rankin. Ninth was the 5 of Travis Steele. And rounding out your top 10 was the 14 of Baron McDowell.
And that will round out your results for the Blue Ridge Outlaws at Natural Bridge Speedway. And like always, we've got interviews.
Wrapping up tonight's podium here at Natural Bridge Speedway with the Kegel Racing Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaw Lake Models, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Dylan Brown tonight's third. And like I said on the front stretch a little bit ago, I think it's the first time I've ever interviewed you for a third. So that's a good problem to have. But man, like we was talking about last week, you knew it was going to be a challenge to try to outrun those two guys and finish in front of you tonight. And that's exactly what happened. But you know, the case is that you know, two of them was taken out right there at the first of it, right about there about halfway, and took them out of the elements. So what was you thinking there?
Man, I mean, I told you last week after Lancaster what this was going to be. I knew what it was going to be before we
You called it. You called it.
These guys go around this place really, really good. You know, and not taking anything from them. They're good everywhere they go, but they're exceptionally good here. So you know, and it's tough. I mean, you know, on a touring series, when you tour around the places that nobody races weekly, everybody's got a fair advantage. And I'm just it's just the truth, you know.
Yeah.
So nobody races there weekly, so you don't have time to tune. So everybody's got the same opportunity off the truck. But when you come to a place that somebody races at, you know, whether it's a 602 or 604 or limited or whatever, or super, when they race there, you know, more than once a month,
They got a big notebook.
a big notebook, a big advantage. It don't matter what track they get, they know what to go to. You know, just like me at Gaffney, I've been there a lot. I got a notebook there. So when you come in down here, you better have your running shoes on because it's a tall task. I mean, every time I come, I fight the right front for 3/4 of the night. We finally get close in the race and then we miss it somewhere else. But tonight, I think we missed it again like a dodo. We put on 3 hard tires, and I just think it was just, again, it's the wrong tire. So I probably had a 4th or 5th place car, some misfortune for some other guys, allowed me to run 3rd. But, you know, again, you come down here and you can compete with these guys and have a chance. I think we turned the fastest lap of the race on lap 37, just too little too late. So I made some gains. I think for the first time leaving here, I think now when I come back, I made some gains on this place. So this place hard to get hold of.
That's for sure. So, you know, like we was talking, is that there's not many racetracks that we go to on the schedule that have a late model class that's this tough for that many guys and come run week in and week out. So, and they're tough competition at that. They're not just locals that just come run. I mean, they're some of the best. They're some of the best on the Mid-Atlantic.
Oh man, you come into Virginia, West Virginia, you're going to race those guys. I mean, it's been that way for a long time, and will be that way until they decide to do something else. So, and the problem is, it's not just 1 or 2 guys; it's 4 or 5 of them that are really have top equipment, top
At minimum.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it could be 5 or 6 of them that, you know, like I said, have top equipment, top talent, and they know this place like the back of their hand. So, I've said it about 40 times. When you roll in here, you asking for it, and I got it tonight. They give it to me.
We go back to Gaffney next week for the final time this year, and for the Robbie Weaver Memorial. You're the inaugural winner of that race back in 21. So, what would it mean to you to become the first 2-time winner of that event and be your second in a row at Cherokee?
I mean, man, I'm looking forward to it. You know, anytime you can win a memorial race, it means a lot to me because it's honoring somebody that, you know, that somebody else thought enough of to have a race in their memory. You know, because of you and your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really looking forward to that. Maybe I can get back in victory lane, or, you know, just, you know, another good run. Like we're knocking off some good runs here, and we're you know, our notebook is not really that expanded in this 525. So we're expanding our notebook. You know, so we're getting better, and it's just. We just building and building and building, and hopefully here we'll have a big end of the year.
So go ahead and thank everybody that helps you guys and keep you up and down the road.
Yeah, I want to thank, you know, my grandma, grandpa, mom and dad with Cherokee Landscaping, Warm, Performance Automotive, Raised Wraps, Profab Headers, Penske Racing Shots, HST, Renegade Racing Fuels, FK Rod Ends, Bloomers Custom Builders.
We just missed Jacob tonight, too.
Yeah, he's at the beach. He's the smartest one of all of us. He's down there hanging out at the beach. You know, anytime that guy, whether he's racing or helping me, he's a big part. Him and Russell are the backbone of my program. And when I don't have one of them, like last week I didn't have Russell in Lancaster. This week I ain't got Jacob here. So when I don't have one of them, it's a missing link. You know, it takes all 3 of us. And along with, I got Warren with me tonight. Warren, my dad, Jerry, Russell, obviously. So, you know, I got a good group of guys that believe in me. And as I always say, we're all paddling in the same direction, working for the same goal. And when you can do that with a bunch of smart individuals, you know, you get the results that we get. So we're going to keep working, and we got a little work to do in this condition. And we got a little work to do down here. I need to come down here and spend about 2 days testing on this thing. But anyways, you know, we're happy with 3rd.
So that's 3rd place here at Natural Bridge, Mr. Dylan Brown.
Thank you, buddy.
Tonight's 2nd place here at Natural Bridge Speedway with Arcego Racing Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaw Lake Models, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Tyler Bear, 1 spot better than you did the last time you was with us at WIS, but I'm sure you wanted a little bit more, but still 2nd, nothing to hang your hat on here, and a good night here at your home racetrack. And Justin was going to be tough. Those guys were tough, but you had to work your way a little bit further from behind and come from ninth, and you end up 2nd. So could have been a whole lot worse, but still a good run.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty good run. I mean, we just made the wrong decision in qualifying there, and wrong adjustment, and that put us behind all night long. You just gotta learn from your mistakes, and we had a really good car in the feature and a pretty good car in the heat race, and we just tweaked the corner a little bit after the heat race and got her a little bit better. And I really didn't need that one caution. I think we really had something for them, and but you can't you got to take the good with the bad. You can't win every race. We won up there last night. That might have been my luck took it from me from last night. So, but we'll take it. It was a pretty good run. And the track was excellent. And can't thank all y'all guys for what y'all do and coming up this way.
That's for sure. So, you had to work your way up through there, and you found your way to second. What were you thinking to try to, if you're going to try to wait to, if you guys caught lap traffic again, or what was your game plan to try to get at least make a challenge at Justin?
Well, like when you're out front, you're in clean air, and I feel like me and Justin there, when we had that one long run when he was leading and I was running second, I feel like he pulled me a little bit there to start with, and then we kind of evened out. And whether he's like just slowed up a little bit, I ain't sure. But I feel like we were pretty even. Like if I was out front, I don't think he'd been able to pass me. And when I was going to be able to do it was going to be in lap traffic. And it had done rubbered up there a little bit. And usually you have to make the right decision and where you were going to do it, not to run over him and try to slide up in front of him or something in traffic. But that was going to be about the only way I was going to get back.
Yeah, it was a totally different race after the first caution when Joe, when Level, he got into Samuel Bryant down there when he was lapping him, and Logan got caught a piece of that as well, and ended up flipping the race on its head almost. So did you think you maybe was going to try to challenge him even though if that didn't happen, or what was your mindset?
Yeah, I think so. I think I would have caught him. I really do. I think I'd have caught him. We were rolling pretty good. I think I done run him down there like half a straightaway, and I just got up to him when that happened. And I don't know. I hate it for the car owner of the 8, and just it's a lot of work put into these things and a lot of money. And hate it for Logan, and just a tough break. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And just a lot of stuff gets tore up for no reason.
That's for sure. So what you got to think that helps you guys and keeps you guys on the road week in and week out?
First and foremost, got to thank my dad. If it wasn't for the opportunity he gave me several years ago to do this, and the liking that I take to it, and his support and knowledge is a big thing. And that's where a lot of places we outrun a lot of people from his knowledge, not my driving, just mostly his knowledge. But my wife, my kids, my mom, all the support that they give me running up and down the road when I'm doing good, when I'm doing bad. Brian, he's my main wrench man. Kyle, Andy, Frankie, Randy, and Quinn, they washed all my stuff up. Race City Performance, Don. Longhorn Chassis. This one here was from Wesley. Bill's Two Shops from Wesley Page. And just, you can't thank them all. You always forget them, or I do anyway, but you couldn't do it without all of them. Dottie's Country Store, Longhorn, Smith's Farm and Repair, Southlex Cattle Company, Stanton Union Stockyard, just everybody. I just can't do it without them.
That's for sure. Tonight, second place here at Natural Bridge Speedway, Mr. Tyler Bear.
Thank you.
Tonight's unofficial winner, pending to all the tire samples and everything, but right now, $5,000 richer going to Justin Williams tonight with the Kegel Racing Automotive Blue Ridge Outlaw Lake Models powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Justin, man, that one, honestly, you had a good car, but it kind of fell into your lap there. And Joe Level and Logan Robertson and yourself, you guys were separated from the field and when caught lap traffic just past halfway, and Joe, he got into Samuel Bryant right there. They made some contact, and Logan got a piece of it as well. And right after that, you was able to take over the race lead. So, right when that wreck happened, I'm sure you had your hands full there when that happened.
Yeah, I've done all I could do to stay out of it myself. Like I said, Logan was a lot closer to Joey, and unfortunately got tangled up in that mess. But like I said, lucky for me, I gave one away here a couple weeks ago because of lap traffic and got this one back. So luckily we was able to do that.
That's for sure, and this is our first ever visit here and everything, and with the rule package that we run, first time this has ever happened here. What could you tell different? Could you tell anything differently from the seat of how it raced compared to what you guys normally do here?
You can definitely be on the throttle a lot more. Like you said, the whole car feels a little different. But like I said, we adapted pretty well. We practiced some last night when the track was in the 14 seconds, and we was good. We were rolling out running hot laps a little different today because we could tell the track was going to be slower, and we went quick time in Group B, I think, and then qualifying we ended up second and dashed third, so we came out pretty good.
That's for sure. So you ended up with a $5,000 win right here at your home racetrack as well. That's got to feel good, especially at this point in the season. You can be able to put that in your hip pocket and add yourself as a winner on the Blue Ridge Outlaws winners list.
Yeah, like I said, it's awesome when you can add yourself to a list like that. A lot of people, I don't know how many different winners that it had, but
you're the 67th.
So yeah, to be the 67th late model Blue Ridge late model winner, it means a lot to me.
That's for sure. So hopefully you'll be able to come down the road and join us a little bit more further down south and come tracks a little bit down in the Carolinas a little bit maybe. But I'm sure this is you'll be able to enjoy this one a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, when y'all come up this way, Dylan and everybody, they coming into our home track. If we venture down that way, it'd probably be a different story. We'll probably be chasing Dylan and Jacob and all them boys down there. But like I said, up here we got so many laps, me, Tyler, and Logan, and it's just our home track. It's hard to beat it.
That's for sure. So who all you got to thank that helps you guys and powers this effort?
I got to thank, like I said, T&M Landscaping, the Backside crew, Miller's Auto Body, All About Wraps, my kids, Race City Performance for an awesome motor. He'll answer the phone whenever I need him. Like I said, it's everybody that helps me. Lewis and Lewis Recycling, they came on here late in the year. Cash is excavating in Holland, and like I said, all my crew. It takes a lot to get this thing. I work 60, 70 hours a week, and to be able to maintenance my car and get it going and all that, it takes a lot. So thank everybody that helps out.
And that's tonight's winner here at Natural Bridge Speedway, Mr. Justin Williams.
If I turn my microphone, you can hear me. Sorry for the blinking. I don't know when the video ends because it won't play on my end for some reason. But that is your top 3 interviews from the Blue Ridge Outlaws at Natural Bridge Speedway on August the 9th. Let's see what we got up next. It'll be right here. We're going to go to Cherokee Speedway, the place your mama warned you about for August 9th action. Starting, and this was the Robin Caldwell Memorial event for the Tribal V8 Nationals for Street Stocks. Picking up the win from Mooresboro, North Carolina. It was a 78 machine of Blake Pryor. Second going to Bradley Weaver in the 2 machine. Earl Petty in the 5P machine finishing 3rd. Brian Bentley in the 12 machine finishing 4th. Landon Tetherow in the 17 machine was 5th. Chris Bobo in the 32B was 6th. 7th going to Brandon Blair. 8th going to Randy Benfield in the 6 machine. Brian Carswell Meathead in the 13 machine finishing 9th. And rounding out your top 10 was 83 machine of Caleb McLaughlin.
Your feature winner in the Thunder Bombers was the 19 of Stetson Todd. Second went to the 04 of Austin Brown. Third was the 7 of Grant Parr. Fourth went to the 05 of Cruz Madison. Fifth was the 97T of Mark Towers. Sixth went to the X of Nate Jackson. Seventh was the 54 of Luke Morris. Eighth went to the S4 of Tyler Smith. Ninth was the 13 of Jesse Wall. And round out your top 10 was the 4 of Landon Davis.
Up next was your Crown Vic Young Guns It was Ronnie Pinson in the 57 machine picking up the win. Second going to Brentley Todd in the 19 JR. Joseph Baldwin in the 17 machine was third. Fourth going to Eli Hightower in the 16 machine. Fifth going to Connor Chandler in the G1. Junior Mulvey in the 92 JR was sixth. Seventh went to the 122 of Landon Langford. The police car, Tracy Smith, finishing eighth. Ninth be credited to Carter Bryant, and 10th to Bryson Langford. Around our top 10 cars for Young Gun front wheel drive. Young Gun Crown Vics.
This is okay. I was going to ask a question that's on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Your Midi 602 late model feature winner went to the 9P of Dalton Peavy. Second going to the 44 of John Ruggiero Jr. Third was the 57 of Luke Cooper. Fourth went to the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Fifth was the 66 of Preston Dimsdale. Sixth went to the 2 of Wyatt Coffey. Seventh was the 1 of Billy Rushton. Eighth went to the C10 of Carl Curran. Ninth was the 51 of Luke Clements. And round out your top 10 was the 9 of John Marshall Pursley.
And we roll off for Crown Vics. They had 29 entries for Crown Vics for the V8 Tribal Nationals. But it was TJ Slack in that 0 machine picking up the win. Barry Bryant in the 2 machine was second. Daniel Baldwin in the 44X was third. Justin Murray in the M1 was fourth. Fifth going to Jeff Crawford in the 12 machine. Sixth was Wesley Robinson in the 28 machine. Ashley Parker in the 122 was seventh. Eighth going to the 19 JR of Stetson Todd. Morgan Milstead in the 06M was ninth. And running at your top 10 was meathead Brian Carswell in the 97 machine. That's too many cars.
Your Renegade Sportsman feature winner went to the 11 of Cade Langley. Second was the 13 of Blake Pryor. Third was the 28M of Nick Milstead. Fourth went to the 28 of Blake Bentley. Fifth was the 54 of Daniel Massey. Sixth going to the 24 of Christian Patterson. Seventh was the 15 of Brad Williams. Winning the 8th position was the 57 of Christian Jolly. In ninth was the 69 of John Klein. And round out your top 10 was the 5D of Dawson McKinney.
Man, around out the night at Cherokee Speedway for the V8 Tribal Nationals, Robin Caldwell Memorial, it was Trent Ivy in that G4 machine picking up the win in the 604 crate late models. Second going to the Tar Heel Terror of Colby Quick in the 5Q machine. Third going to John Ruggiero Jr. in the 44 machine. Fourth going to Johnny Pursley in the 09. Fifth going to John Price in the P4. Charlie Walker in the 248 was sixth. Seventh going to the 45 of Nathan Dallas. Charlotte Henson in the 11 machine was eighth. Ninth going to Leighton Sullivan in the 2 machine. And Dylan Warden, the GOAT, in the 32W, rounding out the top 10. And that will conclude everything from Cherokee Speedway. Then we're going to roll into the Ararat Bull Ring on this is going to be August the 9th.
Your Pro 4 feature winner was the 23 of Danny Henning. Second went to the 9 of Wayne Kendrick. Third going to the P23 of Tim Ingram. Fourth was the G9 of Greg Golding. Fifth went to the 3 of Paul May. Sixth was the 775 of Dennis Crook. And round up the 7-car field was the 21 of Matt Hancock.
Pro late models. It was a 22 machine of Nathan Walker out of Hamptonville, North Carolina, picking up the win. Second going to Cole Trickle. That's Andrew Langford in that 46 machine. Third going to Dylan Watson in that 1W machine. Hot Rod Washburn in the 25 machine, finishing fourth. Tanner Wilson in 117 was fifth. Sixth going to Daniel Durham in the 15 machine. Rob Favre in the 39 was seventh. Eighth going to Keith Hart in the 81 machine. The Red Bank Rocket of Bill Tesh in the 302 machine was ninth. And rounding out your top 10 was the 20 machine of Trey Stamper.
Your TC Construction modified feature winner was the 04 of Cole Wagner. Second going to the 25 of Robert Poole. Third was the 2J of Jake Barneycastle. Going fourth was the 45 of
Maverick.
Fifth was the 92 of Larry Martin. Sixth went to the 58 of Bo Pirtle. Seventh was the 403 of Cameron Dove. Eighth was the 05 of Travis Covey. Ninth was the 27 of Brian Martin. And rounding out your top 10 was the 5 of Joey Johnson. That was the night Joey was looking out the racetrack, looking at the sky.
That's the same night Ronnie Covey was looking at the dirt.
Yeah.
Ronnie turned his over.
Yep.
Because Joey Johnson said Ronnie had to one-up him. And if anybody don't follow Joey Johnson, after the race recaps was worth watching or reading because they are always really good, especially with him and Bo Pirtle both are there. Stock fours, which is the U-Car division of front-wheel drives. T.J. Smith in the 93 machine finishing first. Jonathan Sullivan in the J3 was second. Third going to Tanner Bromfield in the 18 machine. Austin Gullums in the 33G machine was fourth. Larry Smith in the 33 machine. Larry Smith in the 33 was fifth. Sixth going to the 52 of Princeton Winston. John Coe in the 3 machine was seventh. Eighth going to Billy Smith in the 18 BS. Jamie Crisley in the 26 was ninth. And round out your top 10 is Gerald Lutz in the 29 machine.
Your Crown Vic feature winner went to the 88 of Brad Holt. Second going to the 50 of Justin Pruitt. Third was the 4 of Thomas Hensley. Fourth went to the 20 of Madeline Stamper. Fifth was the 14 of Jamie Lockhart. Sixth was a 00 of Alan Ham. Seventh was the 5 of Brett Curry. And rounding out the 8-car field was the 911 of Fred Stem Jr.
Fred Stem?
Yeah, Fred was actually leading the race, and the car went in limp mode.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention. Fred was there.
Yeah. Sure was.
And Renegade Sportsman, it was Riley Tester in a 12 machine finishing first. Victor Durham in a 15D was second. And rounding out the top, the 3-car field was Austin Willard in the 21 machine. And that will conclude all your race results for 2 weeks ago. No, I got one more. I got Whitfield. Yep. Whitfield from 2 weeks ago. That was the Modified Mafia was at Whitfield. I can't keep up. There's too much to do at one time. It's my fault. Well, we'll start off with U-Cars at Whitfield. Travis Quisenberry in the 13X finishing first. Second going to Daniel Tate in the 2D machine. A third going to Daniel Wright in the 4 machine. Ethan Atwell in the 5 machine was fourth. Fifth going to the 6-car of Daniel Hanshoe. Will Hollister in the 88 machine was sixth. Seventh going to Tyler Buchanan. Eighth going to Brandon Brooks in the 02. Ricky Ward in the 34 was ninth. Around out your top 10 was Matthew Worrell in the 41 machine.
Your Whitthigh 602 modified feature winner was the 15 of Morgan Widener. Second going to the 58 of Damian Sage. Third was the 1 of Richard Shoup Jr. Fourth going to the 11B of Austin Blevins. Fifth was the 42 of Michael Seelig. Sixth was the 22 of Tommy Greger. Seventh was the 71 of Dennis Kirk. Around the 8-car field was the 3 of Jacob Johnson.
Then we rolled out for Pro Minis, and it was Derek Ferris in the 23 machine picking up the win. Second going to Kevin Atwell in the 95 machine. Third, going to Billy Klein, the 69 machine. Fourth, going to Justin Ferris in the 45. Aaron Bowles in the 3 machine was fifth. Sixth, going to Andrew Hudgens in the 8 machine. Seventh, going to the 23W of Logan Austin. Eighth, going to the Eli Richardson in the 17R. And then rounding out your 9th and 10th place was John Broyce Jr. and Matt White, who did not start. UMPs.
Then we got your Dirt Car UMP Modified Mafia feature winner. Went to the 5 of Drake Troutman out of Hyman, Pennsylvania. Second going to the 66 of Cole Falloway. Third was the 35A of Michael Altabelli. Fourth going to the 5T of Ty Norder. Fifth was the 6 of Ryan Ayers. Sixth going to the 72 of Todd Nieheiser. Seventh going to the Hillbilly of Zach Tate in the T9 machine. Eighth was the 96 of Slade Parsons. Ninth going to the 11L of Troy Loomis. And round out your 10-car field was the 35, or excuse me, round out your 10th place finisher was the 35 of David Stringy. They had 20 cars.
And Troy Loomis is a former track champion at Whipple.
He is. He is.
Back in the day.
2009, I do believe.
He won it more than once, I think.
Yeah. I just remember that. Was one of the billboards I had in there.
Eisenbach Super Streets. Picking up the win was Randy Taylor in that 94 machine. Jerry Dillo finished in second, 8 machine. The 88 of Michael Deskins was third. Fourth going to Terry Sharp in the 50 machine. Callan Parks in the 29 was fifth. Sixth going to Chuck Kinzer in the 5 machine. Sean Core in the 8C was seventh. Eighth going to Richard Atkins in the A73. And finishing ninth, Keith Griffiths in the 40 machine. That's unusual for Keith's been back.
Your Klein Stowing Crown Vic feature winner went to the T8 of Justin Tate. Second going to the 10 of Marty Clark. Third was the 00 of Alex Eastridge. Fourth was the 12 of Carolyn King. And rounding out your 5-car field was the 07 of Atticus King.
And then rounding out tonight with K cars, it was Eli Richardson picking up the win in the 34 machine. Second going to Colton Serber in the 83. And third going to Declan Quillen in the 9 machine. And now that will round out 2 weeks ago's results. I hope. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to roll into this past weekend. We'll start with Princeton Speedway. And I don't know which ones is which.
That's Outlaw Street.
Okay, so Outlaw Street feature was Jesse Raines picking up the win. Derek Lowe was second. Third went to Jeff Crawford. Fourth went to Lane Lowe. Oh, that's modified.
Your 602 Sport Mod feature was the 1 of Aaron Barley. Second going to the 22 of Tate Hughes. Third going to the 86 of Brandon Rife. Fourth was Mason Cullen. I believe he's the 1 of 3. And finishing fifth was Kenny Meadows.
Well, then your 604 Pro Late Miles. Once again, Henry Hornsby III picking up the win. Stephen Atkins was third. Stephen Atkins was second. Brandon Atkins was third. Fourth going to Butch Blankenship. That's Tyler Meadows.
Okay. Your street stock feature winner went to the 3 of Tyler Meadows. Second going to Cody Lowe. Third was Jesse Roberts. And finishing in the 4th position was Freddie Mooney.
And then this was going to be a Enduro feature, which is Brad Fry. Ryan Lester was second, Bob Fry third, and fourth going to David Dubs. And that's all I could find for that one. But they did have Pro Minis, and Kevin Davidson picked up the win in Pro Minis at Princeton. So we're going to roll into the place your mama warned you about Saturday, August 16th for the 5th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial, which is Hunter Weaver's dad. He puts this event on for the last 5 years at Cherokee, along with the American Racer Modifieds and Support Divisions. You want me?
Okay. Your Renegade Sportsman feature winner was the 13 of Grant Parr. Second going to the 28 of Nick Milstead. Third was the A7J of John James. Fourth was the 46 of Bailey Hip. Fifth going to the 45 of Wayne Curtis. Sixth was the 15 of Brad Williams. Seventh was the 33 of Dale McKenzie. And finishing in the 8th position was the 40B of TJ Bolin.
I'll be with you in just a second.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I make sure the comments working. Ain't nobody said nothing. And for the Blue Ridge Outlaws, picking up the win, Cheeseburger Brian Mullis in that 67 machine out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, picks up the win for the Robbie Weaver Memorial event. Second going to Dale Timms in the 99 machine. Third going to the 5 machine of Travis Steele. Adam Yarborough in the 57Y was 4th. Luke Cougar in the 71C was 5th. Kenny Compton in the 10 machine was 6th. 7th going to Greg Clark in the 39 machine. Mark Green in the 42 was 8th. 9th going to Aaron B in the B18. That's your top 10. Wow. Your top 10 was Baron McDowell in the 14 machine. Now we do have interviews for the top 3.
Our third place tonight here at Cherokee Speedway for the 5th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial with the Kago Racing Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaw late models powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Travis Steele on his comeback trail here in the last couple of weeks. And, man, good to have you back with the series. And, man, you've been contending for it, had a strong run at your return to Lancaster, and then made the haul up the Natural Bridge. Didn't quite go as planned, but right here at your home track where you've got a lot of experience at, you was able to come home in third there, had to work your way a little bit further up in the pack and find your way into third there. That was a good run.
Yeah, thank you. We got a little bit of luck on our side tonight. Lancaster, we started off pretty good, but had a belt come off, and probably would have been pretty good there too. Natural Bridge is just a different animal itself. Car was pretty good tonight, but if I was a better driver, it'd probably be better. So,
come on, don't discredit yourself.
But no, it was a good night from the 8th to 3rd. Got a little luck on my side, but also had a good car. I got to definitely thank Wesley Page. If it wasn't for him, we would struggle for sure. I got to thank Apex, Michael, and everything he does for us. John Page Racing, Macro Tools by J.E., and then Tampa's Cleveland Commercial and Residential. And then, of course, all my family and friends and stuff coming out and supporting us and helping. And it's just a good night. I'm glad to finally put a whole night together.
Absolutely. You've ran with us in the past with your 604 combination. You guys went and acquired a 525 motor, and obviously it's going. You guys got some speed, but what do you like about it so far?
I like the power. I mean, it's a lot funner. I mean, you can actually race.
Kind of move around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know some racetracks kind of migrate to the bottom and then you can't pass, but Lancaster was fun, Natural Bridge was fun, tonight was fun, so I'm having a really good time. I like the engine package. Don Blacksher, Race City Performance. You can't say enough about that guy. He's awesome, and he builds a good product, so thank you to him as well.
So once again, we appreciate you coming out and supporting tonight's event here at Gaffney, and I know you want a little bit further, but still a good strong run for a third here tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Once again, Travis Steele tonight's third place here at Cherokee Speedway. Tonight's second place finisher here for the 5th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial here at Cherokee Speedway with the Kago Racing Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaw late models powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. The Dark Horse Dale Timms, man, after the last 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks you guys had, this is a run you guys really needed. even though you didn't win, you know, still a second, that's exactly what you needed. You at least won the dash tonight, just didn't quite get Cheeseburger there on the start, and that's what dictated a lot of it. You fell back a couple of positions, and then was able to regain them back there later. Just wasn't quite able to put it together.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta thank everybody. We all been working our butts off, man, trying to find a little speed. We spent about 6 hours up here Thursday just looking, and I think we've definitely gotten a lot better. I gotta thank all my crew. You know, they're just busting their butt right now. You know, just everybody that's helped me right now. We about to need a break, but we've been pushing through, and it's paid off tonight. I do think I should have picked the bottom on the start there. But, I mean, you never know till you do it.
That's for sure. But, you know, still solid. Just wasn't, man, just one of them things. But after the last 2 weeks, like I talked about a minute ago, this is almost like a win. And Kenny and Cheeseburger, those guys closed up in you just on the points just a little bit. Now, it's not a tremendous advantage you're able to pull out, but just a little bit more comfort.
Yeah, I told Cheese before we went out there, I was like, man, we just need a good points tonight. Both of us do, because last few weeks, both of us been struggling. It's good to see Cheese get the win. Yeah, I like Cheeseburger. We're pretty good buddies. We give each other crap, you know, all that. So glad.
I mean, all you top three guys in the points finished in the top six. So.
Yeah. I seen Kenny come up there through there pretty good. So
but, you know,
been pretty good.
You know, this is going to come right down to the end. I mean, the way I'm looking at it now, in these last I think 6 races to go, 5-6 races to go. But you know, it's going to come down to the wire, I believe.
Yeah, all we can keep keep working. Ain't nobody gonna outwork us, that's for sure.
That's what it takes.
But they ain't gonna outwork us, I promise.
That's exactly what it takes. So go ahead and thank everybody that's helped, and get you guys back up to the front.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife and Tommy and Lauren and Sean, my grandpa and my aunt Annie Lee, my parents. You know, just a ton of people that helped me, and all my sponsors like Schaefer's Oil and Superior Roofing, FK Rod Ends, Base Fuels, Joey Reynolds, Upstate Curb, and a big thanks to Don. Don does a lot for us at Race City, so definitely gotta thank everybody. You know, if I didn't mention you, definitely still thank you. You know, and we'll see y'all at Harris.
So that's the dark horse. Dale Timms, your points leader, able to extend it back out just a little bit tonight with a second place finish here at Cherokee. Tonight's unofficial winner right now, the 5th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial here at Cherokee Speedway with the Kegel Racing Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaw Lake Models, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Brian Cheeseburger Mullis, our fifth different winner in the event in 5 years. Man, you dominated tonight. It was fast time overall. Ended up second in the dash, and then you was able to get out front there early and led every single lap tonight, all 35 laps. So second win of the year. This is a good rebound right here, and you guys are still in the shot for the points championship as we get narrowed down to the end, and this is going to help for sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in the dash, I didn't really get a good start, so Dale kind of got the jump on me, and I mean, the outside was where you needed to be, and we were still good. We were right there on them, but we made a few changes, not many, for the feature. We came to test Thursday, kind of put it like it was there, and it was really good. I mean, I was glad it was over when it was, because kind of getting a little free at the end, but I mean, yeah, turnaround. We've been working our butt off trying to get this car to turn, and finally we found a package. I went through it all. I went through everything this past week, and finally found something that I like and the car likes, and happy car, happy man. So yeah, it was a great night.
That's for sure. So you know, you're the fifth different winner of this event, and we're glad to be able to add your name to the resume of who have won this Robbie Weaver Memorial. And once again, appreciate you guys for your support, and you can add your name to that list.
Yeah, man, it's an honor, and I appreciate all y'all do.
And that's Cheeseburger Brian Mullis, tonight's winner here at Cherokee Speedway.
And that's your top 3 interviews for the Blue Ridge Outlaws at Cherokee at the Robbie Weaver Memorial event. Did you do the last night? I did the last one. I don't guess it makes any difference. But Thunder Bombers at Cherokee Speedway, it was Grant Parr in the 7 machine picking up the win. Tyler Smith in the S4 was second. Third going to the 19 of Stetson Todd. Mark Towell on the 917 machine was fourth. Fifth going to Walt Waddell in the 22 machine. Sixth going to Hunter Aiken in the 44 machine. Seventh going to Tommy Suttles in the 8 machine. The 16 of Benny Peeler was eighth. Todd Boland in the 40 was ninth. And rounding out your top 10 was Sparks Paris in the 17 machine.
In your Crown Vic Young Guns, your feature winner was the 16 of Eli Hightower. Second going to the 19 JR of Brantley Todd. Third was the X of Austin Pennell. Fourth going to the 13 of Walt Haggins. Fifth was the 122 of Landon Lankford. Sixth was the 11 of Luke Moore. Seventh went to the 16X of Carter Swackhammer.
Okay.
Yeah. Eighth was the 92 Junior of Junior Molloy. Ninth was the 2 of Carter Bryant. And round at the 10 car field was the G1 of Connor Chandler.
Then we roll out into Pro 4s. It was Kevin Cooper in the 112 machine picking up the win. Patrick Annos in the 7 machine was second. Third going to Curtis Bishop. Fourth going to Scott Jones in the 4 machine. The 25 of Brandon Henson was fifth. Sixth going to the 11 of James Harrelson. Dylan Smith in the 77 machine was seventh. Eighth going to the 18 of Brandon Marshall. Ninth going to the 97 of Eric Oliphant. And 10th going to Bud Roop in that 28 machine.
On to your Crown Vic feature winner was the 0 of TJ Slack. In the second position was the 2 of Barry Bryant. Third was the 721 of Brandon Chandler. Fourth was the S5 of Smokey Gaskins. Fifth was the 22 of Blake Green. Sixth went to the 1 of Chandler Speedy. Seventh was the 133 of Blake Murray. Eighth went to the 88 of Ross Paris. Ninth was the 52 of Jeff Lamb. And round out in your top 10 was the 32 of Garrett Kilman.
And Crown Vics. Yeah, he does have a Crown Vic now. I do remember that. Up next was your American Racer 525 Modifieds. It was the T86 of Jesse Rocket picking up the win. Ryan Ayers in the 99 machine was second. Third going to Grayson Wales in the 59 machine. Matt Smith in the 23Z finishing fourth. Harley Stanley in the 69 finishing fifth. Sixth going to Garrett Kilman in the 32 machine. Dylan Watson in the 1W was seventh. Eighth was Ray Suman in the 18 machine. And then they had 1, 2, 3, 4 did not start.
So loaded up after the dash. I don't know why.
Max Sumner.
He didn't tear nothing up.
Max Summer.
Brock Smith, I don't know what happened to him. He wrecked it. The 82, Jason Lasky wrecked in qualifying. And
Tony
they
Reinhardt.
told him to get off the racetrack.
Okay. He told him to get him off the racetrack.
I mean, I saw like that serious.
Man, we do have the interviews for the top 3 in the American Racer Modifieds.
Wrapping up our podium tonight here at Cherokee Speedway for the 15th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial with the American Racer Modifieds powered by Chevrolet Performance. Grayson Wells, strong second or strong third here in front of your hometown crowd, but just couldn't quite put all the pieces together. He was able to start outside front row, and that's about all there was to it, to be honest. And just you and Ryan had a good little battle there. It just seemed like your car, it just seemed like it lacked a little forward drive.
Yeah, tonight it's
been up and down. I mean,
The dash was wild for you guys.
Yeah.
And you got in a couple of incidents there, and an incident there, and wadded the front end up, and you was able to finish it and finish second there.
Yeah, I mean,
miraculously.
all night, really, before the main event, I really didn't get one good lap down here, from nose damage and to just everybody in hot laps. And couldn't get really a good lap, so we're kind of going in blind, looking at the track, trying to keep up with it. We could have snug it up a little bit more. I mean, I did about as much as I could do with it. Just I couldn't keep up with them.
And you got about as many laps as anybody here in a modified and running 602 competitions. This is your first time you ran this 525 here in race condition. So how was it compared to running your normal 602 stuff here?
It's good. I mean, I've won 2 races here, I think, a year or 2 ago. So I always like coming here. I mean, it's fun, and especially since it's close to home and all of my friends and family can come watch. It's easy for them to come watch. But here, I mean, it done got so slick you couldn't really let all the 525 go. But I mean, it was fun. You can maneuver it just like everywhere else. You can maneuver it more than 602. But I mean, it's about the same here. Kind of drives the same, but it felt good.
Most likely it'll be between you and Jesse for this championship. You're battling for a championship a couple years ago, and the crate stuff, it just didn't quite pan out for you. But now you're battling for a championship again, and it's a little tight battle. So still got this home stretch here coming up. So what's it going to take to be able to get out in front of that 86 car?
Yeah, go home, do our homework. I mean, it's not all you can do. Races are mostly won in the shop. So
they're not one on the internet.
That's right.
That's for sure.
Go home and do our research, homework, and try to get that deal with Jesse. He's going to be hard, but it's always fun racing with him. But I never really, last time I ran for points seriously, I was about my first year into it, so this time I can take it a little bit more serious and take it on.
Well, you kind of know what to expect a little bit. You kind of know how to play the game a little bit. But anybody you'd like to thank that helps you guys out, and all those partners that help make it possible?
I couldn't thank my crew enough and the good Lord for letting us be able to do this. Mom and Dad, Caleb Harold, Dalton Joy, Barry Orr, Hollywood Productions, SIC, American Benefit Services, RR Utilities, Image Plus, Person Belt Services, Mechanical, Tri-Cat Mechanical Services, ML Performance, and old Don Blackshare for giving us good motor. Comfort and Joy Kennels. Really, that's probably it.
So that's the Wild Child.
And Ryan Ayers and Michael Ayers, Ayers Fabrication.
That's for sure, and he was able to outrun you tonight. But
yep.
So coming home third here at Cherokee Speedway, the Wild Child, Grayson Wells. Tonight's second place here at Cherokee Speedway for the 5th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial for the American Racer Modifieds powered by Chevrolet Performance here at Cherokee Speedway. We're flying Ryan Ayers and the Ruderman 99 come home second. Pretty good track record so far, a first and a second. But you was chasing Jesse and just wasn't quite able to get there. You had a lot of forward drive. It just looked like, especially off 2, is when you got back in the gas, it looked like it would just spin the tires just coming up off and just trying to get some traction there.
Yeah, we were okay. Yeah, just a little bit free driving in and through the center, but all in all, not a bad night. Made a mistake in that dash, ripping nose off, but it's one thing. Ruderman and all them guys over there for a great race car, and it's one thing. Kyle, he worked his butt off tonight since I messed up the nose, and Ron and David and all them guys. So yeah, not too bad. I guess we'll see you guys in a few weeks at Travelers Rest, right? Isn't that what it is?
I can't remember, but I know for sure the Nationals at Harris.
Yeah.
I know that's for sure.
Yeah, so we'll be there too. So yeah, we'll see what we can do next time.
For sure. The thing about it is, you ran an open modified competition for a long time. You've ran a little bit of crate, 602 crate stuff, not much, but now you're kind of in between the two, running this 525 motor in between a 602 and a Super. How much fun are you having with this?
Oh, it's actually a blast. I'm actually pretty surprised with it. It runs really well. So Don does a really good job building the motors and whatnot. So yeah, just having a blast.
That's for sure. So, you know, how much you looking forward to the rest of the year with this car? I know you get it's a good deal you guys come up with and root them, and cool to have you guys running the tour a little bit.
Yeah. Should be pretty fun the last 3 or 4 races.
That's Flying Ryan Ayers, your winner or second place tonight here at Cherokee Speedway. So tonight's winner here at Cherokee Speedway with the American Racer Modifieds, powered by Chevrolet Performance, Jesse Rocket. What's funny is about a year or so ago, the last time we run this race, I was interviewing you for the Blue Ridge Outlaw win for the Robert Weaver Memorial. Now you're the modified winner of the event here tonight, and but man, you're back in style, and you've only missed one or only lost one race so far this season with the tour, and you know, a whole lot different characteristic running modified than what you have been here lately running 602 stuff. It races completely different, even on the similar track condition with these higher horsepower race cars.
Yeah. Like I said, these things are just so much fun. You got a lot of horsepower and no tire. But yeah, they're winning the late model last year and then winning this year. It's cool to be able to do it in more than one car. And then yeah, we've been missing a little bit, and with work and everything, really we could kind of. It's our fault.
Had to put it on the back burner a little bit.
And then Ryan showed up. He's got a good piece on him, and lost the last one, and then so we got to work on it one day this week. So we tried to make the best out of that one day. So.
That's for sure. So you know, you started off. You guys were hammered down. It was running as hard as you could go. How fun was that? Because it's about the most horsepower you've had in a modified going around this racetrack. So what was it like from your vantage point? Just kind of starting out, just comparison and contrasting.
Yeah, early in the night, we were pretty well on the wood around the top, and that's fun, but it's also, I like methodical, slick racing, you know, when you slow down and kind of play a chess game. And so then once it started to slow down, I kind of knew, the dash race, I wasn't real good in the dash, but between everything that happened and whatever, it fell out, and I just kind of ended up riding around.
Right. And you know, this whole engine, this whole package and everything, you were able to, speaking of playing that chess game, you were able to play it just right, because, you know, Ryan, he kept driving it in pretty hard into the corner, and then he would get free up off, and you just drive back away from him. And was that part of that chess game, or just that saving tires?
Yeah, well,
making sure you had something for the end.
You're just, don't slide the tire, don't hurt the tire, but also you accordion. If you drive in really hard and you get free, and the man and he's hooked up, he's gonna drive away. So you just accordion, and I just watched the stick guy and kind of knew everything was staying where it was. So as long as I didn't just fall out of the seat and miss the bottom, I should be okay, unless he Hail Married the top, and man, if he did, I was gonna, hell yeah, you know, good job. But I figured as long as I just kind of hold my line down and don't miss it, I'd probably be okay. But you never know. It don't take but one slip, and they drive by you.
That's for sure. So anybody who else you like to think that helps you guys and keeps you guys going to the racetrack?
Ben Gable, everything, BG Enterprise, Signal, Hygiene Hustler, CitraSafe Cleaners, Kerrigan Farms, Tanktown Truck and Trailer Repair, Don Race City Performance, Abco, Mike Abner, then Pat Capella, KME, Machine Electronics, and then FK Rod Ends, Crate Insider, Kate and Maria, they both do a ton for me. Drive Chef Shop, Rocket Hauling, and then Jeffrey, Little Man's in the shop every chance he can get. My wife, mother-in-law, dad, my little girl.
All right, and there's your top 3 interviews for the American Racer 525 Modifieds. And in conclusion of the place your mama warned about Cherokee Speedway from this past weekend, we're going to roll into Natural Bridge Speedway. On August 16th, they hosted the 604 late models, 602 late models, Street Stocks, Virginia Sprint Series, and Rookies. I think the rookies on the last page.
Okay. Your Virginia Sprint Series feature winner was the 9J of Gerald Harris. Second went to the 20 of Chris Humblett. Third was the 71 of Dylan Schedzer. Fourth was the 11 of Matthew Leach. Fifth was the 77 of Mike Laris. Sixth was the 6 of Caleb Harris. Seventh was the 54 of Matt Mullins. Eighth was the 81 of Aaron Leach. Ninth was the 43 of Chris Ware. And round out your top 10 was the 1T of Dewey Townshend.
Then we're rolling to 604s. And it was the 7 machine of Justin Williams out of Lynchburg, Virginia, picking up the win. Ronnie Martin Jr. in the 15 JR was second. Third went to Jack Brown in the 26 machine. Fourth going to the 18 of Sean Walker. Sean Wetzel in the 27 was fifth. Sixth going to the 71T of Tyler Hoy. Chris Barger in the 32 machine was seventh. Eighth went to the 7A of Corey Allman. Ninth going to Ryan Adams in the 12 machine, and rounding out your top 10 was Derek Ayers in the 15A machine.
Your 602 late model feature winner was the 2 of Wyatt Coffee. Second going to the 14 of Tootie Dudley. Third was the 11A of Cole Apple. Fourth was the 10H of Stephen Harrison. He actually started on the pole. Fifth was the 4 of Bryce Smith. Sixth was the 21 of Devin Baher. Seventh was the 36 of Darren Crenfield. Eighth was the 20 of Ryan LaRue. Ninth was the 99 of Dale Durham. And round out your top 10 was the 65 of John Jennings. Cole started on the pole.
On the pole?
Yep.
And then Street Stocks, it was a 25 machine of Dylan Thompson picking up the win. The 22 of Ben Hamilton was second. Third going to the 2A2 of Chris Cordell. Howard Hall in the 23 machine was fourth. Fifth going to the 5 machine of Keith Herron. Tafton Thomas in the 15 machine was sixth. Seventh goes to Neil Murray in the 81 machine. Eighth going to Scott Cyrus in the 16 machine. Earl Brooks Jr. in the 97 was ninth. And rounding out your top 10 was the 11 machine of Austin Sabetsky. And then this should be the rookies.
Your rookie feature winner was the 111 of Owen Drury. Second went to the 18 of Caden Cunningham. And rounding out the 3-car field was the 26 of Brianna Link.
And that will conclude all your results for Natural Bridge Speedway this past weekend. We're going to roll into with Raceway. Do not have pictures of the winners because they have not been posted yet as of me finishing the show up. But they had the Altitude Truck and Auto Repair 9 winners feature for $500 to win for the U cars. For anybody who would not want to feature this year, and Philip Hostletter in the 88 machine picked up the $500 payday from Altitude Truck and Auto Repair.
Eurocrate 602 late model feature winner was the 11 of Trevor Kreger. Second went to the 16 of Dawson Lowe. Third was the 11G of Travis Greer, and round out the 4-car field was the 4 of Doug Penny. Somebody finally beat Dawson Lowe at Whitful. Trevor Kreger.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
With 602 Modifieds, picking up the win was Justin Blevins in the 50 machine. Second going to the 58 of Damian Sage. Third was the 7D of J.R. Davis after having a clip that car 2 weeks ago. Billy Klein at 69 machine was fourth. Tommy Greger in the 22 was fifth. And rounding out your 6-car field was the 3 machine of Jacob Johnson.
Your Eisenbach Super Street feature winner was the 88 of Michael Deskins. Second going to the 40 of Keith Griffiths. Third was the 94 of Randy Taylor. Fourth was the 5 of Chuck Kinzer. Fifth was the 60 of Jacob Thomas. Sixth was the 50 of Terry Sharp. Seventh was the 8 of Jerry Dillow. Eighth was the 29 of Callum Parks. And round out the 9-car field was the 67 of Uriah Ferris.
Pro Minis. It was Derek Ferris in that 23 machine picking up the win. Kevin Atwell in the 95 was second. Third going to Billy Klein at 69 machine. Fourth going to Justin Ferris in the 45 machine. Eli Richardson finishing fifth in the 17R. Andrew Hudgens in the 8 machine was sixth. Seventh going to the 44 of John Broyce Jr. Logan Austin in the 23X was eighth. And rounding out your 9-car field was Matt White in the 22 machine.
Then your U-Car feature winner was the 2D of Daniel Tate. Second going to the 17 of Will Posteler. Third was the 89 of Matthew Taylor. Fourth was the 6 of Alex Eastridge. Fifth was the 34 of Ricky Ward. Sixth going to the 5 of Ethan Atwell. Seventh was the 349 of Hadron Taylor. Eighth was the 3 of Josh Dalton. Ninth was the 22 of Jacob Lauder. And rounding out in the top 10 was the 41 of Matthew Worrell.
Then K-Cars. It was Eli Richardson in the 34 machine picking up the win. Declan Quillen in the 9 machine was second. And Colton Serber in the 83 machine rounding out the 3-car field.
Your Klein's Towing Crown Vic feature winner was the T8 of Justin Tate. I'm pretty sure that's like 3 weeks in a row. Finishing in the second position was the 07 of Atticus King. Finishing third was the 00 of Alex Eastridge. Fourth was the 12M of Tony Mundy. Fifth was the 12 of Carolina King. And finishing in the sixth position was the 10 of Marty Clark.
That rounds out all the results for Whitfield. All we got left from last week is Sumter hosted the Carolina Clash, and picking up the win for the Carolina Clash at Sumter was Steve Banal in the 8B machine. Second going to Ben Watkins in the 16 machine. Michael Brown in the 24D was third. Ethan Wilson in the 15 was fourth. Fifth going to Justin Mintz in the 28 machine. Christian Thomas in the 06 was sixth. Seventh going to the 18P of Gray Pardon. Tim Allen in the 27 machine was eighth. Ninth went to Gavin Cohen in the 19 Cowan in the 19 machine, and rounding out your top 10 was the 93 of Donovan Jackson. And that rounds out all the results for this past weekend. I do have Kip Thompson, the voice of everything, including the Carolina Clash. I got the interview on the French Stretch with Stephen Hall.
What's wrong? I'm live now. All right, race fans, put your hands together here tonight inside Sumter Speedway for the running of the Bob Sharp Memorial two-time winner here tonight. Steve Banal, congratulations, man. You've done a lot of stuff here tonight. You made history 2 times. The first driver to be a 2-time winner of the Bob Sharp Memorial and setting a blistering track record here tonight, 14.003. Let's talk about this B8. She was on keel. She was on the rail here tonight.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've been struggling, really. You know, we've kind of struggled. We always really run good here. I mean, I guess I see the race here all the time, but racetrack was great tonight. You know, let us say we go very, very fast in qualifying, and you know, just kind of translated over to the feature. I mean, the car was really good.
Well, when you look back at the race here tonight, as you see laps continue to wind down, lap traffic right down here in turn number 4. It looked like you checked up there just a little bit. Watkins was already kind of committed right there. You guys made contact, man. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, it's tight here. You know, lap traffic's hairy. You know, I've been a beneficiary, or it's cost me a couple times. It gets super tight coming off 4. You know, obviously we're just racing hard, trying to get to. You know, everybody's trying to get all they can get, and then lap cars kind of had everybody bunched up there. But I'm just happy I pulled this off. You know, when a memorial race is special. I love coming here. So
let's talk about your sponsors real quick to help you here on a weekly basis, to put you in contention to be so consistent to win this 2 times.
Yeah, I got my buddy Ty Torek. You know, he helped me get this car. Without him, I probably wouldn't have been able to get this car. You know, it's a Longhorn, and Pro Power Performance. It's an older engine, but obviously it can still get it done. And I thank him a lot. He helps me anytime he can. And you know, I got my buddy Carl. He helps me at the racetrack. So you know, I appreciate it.
All right, race fans, put your hands here together tonight. He is a new track record, 14.003, 2-time Bob Sharp Memorial winner here inside the Sumter Speedway. The B8 here tonight leads it flag to flag here at Sumter Speedway. Put your hands together, tonight's feature winner, Steve Binnall.
And that was your feature winner for the Carolina Clash. Kip Thompson doing an interview on the front stretch for the Carolina Clash. Sorry for all the blinking. Can't help it. Wish I could. But we got some upcoming events coming up for this coming weekend. Let's see here. Princeton Speedway going to host the Intech INEX Legends Cars on Friday night. Carolina Speedway action tracks on Friday night going to have the Southern Wedge Late Model Association along with support divisions. Gates open at 4. Drivers meeting at 7. The Bull Ring at Ararat.
Look, it's me.
It's the Mid-East Modified Tour. We're going to invade the Bull Ring along with late models, Crown Vics, and Stock 4s. Yeah, this is. That's Preston,
That was right before disaster.
Brian,
That was right before disaster struck.
Travis, the 05, that's the 50, somebody called it Popo Joey Johnson, the Slim Reaper, and bringing up the rear of the field, the 45. I know, I'm messing with you. And that's where Cambridge will be. Travis Covey, the Maverick Goose, bringing back that love and feeling to the Ararat Bull Ring for the Sheets of Mid-East Modified Tour. Hey, gotta bring it somewhere.
We're gonna bring it to the Mid-East Modified Tour. That's what we're gonna bring it all year.
All year.
All year.
Also, Ararat Bull Ring for the Mid-East Modified Mid-East Road to Charlotte is a provisional race, meaning that if how you finish at Ararat, if you finish 10th and nobody from 1st through 9th makes the field and you get the provisional. So the first person who does not make the field at Charlotte and has the best finish of the people who did not make Charlotte will get a provisional. And along with Carolina will be also another provisional race for the Mid-East Modified Tour. Natural Bridge Speedway hosting the late model 604 late. That's a limited late model.
Limited late models,
604.
Vintage, pure stock, and stock 4.
And then, of course, with Raceway hosting Carolina Sprint Tour this Saturday night for 1,000 to win. That is going to be an interesting thing to watch if anybody goes up there. Because I don't know them boys have ever been on anything that big and that fast. I know they're 305s, but still.
That doesn't matter.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been anywhere that fast.
Yeah, they're about to figure it out.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be it'll be a show for somebody. Of course, Harris got the Deadman Family Tribute 3,000 win Blue Ridge Outlaws. And coming up in September, the Crate American Bash Street Stocks 10,000 to win. It's going to be September 18th, 19th, and 20th. Going to be Mid-East Street Stock Rules. And of course, the Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Mid-East 525s will also be there that weekend. Yay.
It's over.
It's over, he says.
It's over.
Of course, all the gossip and all the stuff going on. Bo Miller Racing posting all the updates and changes being made to the Oak Level Raceway in hopes of getting it open back up for the 2026 season. There's petitions out for and against the racetrack. I know for the racetrack, you can go to Mullins Exhaust Shop and sign the petition there. There's also going to be a town hall meeting in Henry County on the 27th, I do believe, which is a Thursday. And of course, Friendship Motor Speedway, things starting to shape up. Supposed to be hearing something about being finalized and done by the 30th of the month. So we'll see what happens with that part. I do know Chris Carter did comment last night on Talking Circles with Chris Carter that he was going to be social media PR and the announcer for Friendship next year. So keep your eyes on that. Have not heard any more about the folk deal.
Who?
The folk deal.
Yeah, who?
The folk deal.
Michael?
Yep.
Michael Folk?
Michael Ray. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. I know it was a long show.
Wouldn't keep them too peeled.
Well, like I said, no, it was a long show. Like I said, I will be at Ararat. I know Cambridge will be at Ararat. Philip Gann will be selling all the parts he can sell here at Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Just come on in and buy a wallet, whatever he's got.
Just by the wall. Just by that back wall right there.
The back wall, the Weir's wall. That's the start.
That's the wall that we need. That one needs to sell first.
Well, that's some stuff back here needs to sell too.
Yeah, but those are expensive. That's why I said
it's race cars. It's all expensive.
Well, true. Very true. Very true. Ain't none of it cheap.
Ain't nothing more expensive than a son that wants to race.
What are you trying to say?
What am I trying to say? I said it.
You was that guy before.
But that's all we've got. Like I said, thank you for your patience. We're going to thank our sponsors one more time. Remember, guys, if you're not at a dirt track, it's your own ass fault.
On the Backstretch is presented to you by these great sponsors. Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Go check out Philip and Cambridge Gann for all your race car parts and fabrication needs, located on K School Road in Medan, North Carolina. Go check out Gann's Race Cars and Parts. NRS Race Scoring for all your transponder and scoring needs, the official score of the Mid-East Racing Association. Go check them out on Facebook at NRS Race Scoring. Too Fast for You Embroidery. That is Tanja Gann, in-house at Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Need them hats done, shirts, sweatshirts, monograms. Go check out Tanja Gann at Too Fast for You Embroidery. She'll take care of all your embroidery needs. Located on K School Road in Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Vinyl adds horsepower at Randy's Custom Lettering, located in Wannet, North Carolina. Go check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl signage and decal needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Randy's Custom Lettering or give them a call at 336-591-9301. Special thanks to Travis Covey with TC Construction. The driver of the Goliath chassis, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 05 machine, along with the teammate and sponsor of the Gann's Race Cars and Parts, Airport Drive-In, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 45, the Maverick Cambridge Gann. The dynamic duo make up the Maverick Goose team that will bring back the love and feeling in 2025. So go check them out at a racetrack near you running the 602, a modified division. The T-shirt guru of Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. If your race team, ball team, business is looking for apparel, go check out Travis Lawson at Stokes Apparel. You can find him on Facebook at Stokes Apparel or online at www.stokesapparel.com. Special thanks to Jason and Brittany Walls with the Mid-East Racing Association. Your home for your True Lion Federal Credit Union Mid-East Street Stocks. The Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour. Your Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Mid-East 602 late models. And in its debut season, the Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust Mid-East 525 late models. For all your rules and schedules, go check out racemideast.com. Need trash hauled? Call Capital Waste. Their team is ready to help you determine the right product for your needs, offering roll-off dumpster rentals and also portable toilet rentals in 2 convenient locations, one at 1668 Park Drive in Mount Airy, North Carolina, the other at 730 Oak Ridge Farms Highway in Mooresville, North Carolina. Give them a call today at 336-568-8009 or check them out at capitalwastetrash.com.